was yapping, I don't hear a peep. Yeah, I stepped through that spot, I don't creep. Yeah, we
First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Oh, able to avoid him.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
11 MT. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Bengals at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hurts.
This is Mitchell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles!
Quez Watkins.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bengals 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Eagles.
A give running right is Mitchell.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Behind.
Now it's Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback...
Touchdown! T. Higgins, 71 yards.
And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Mixon with a first down carry.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From midfield now, Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Bengals 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Gun. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1, ready?
Now it's 2nd and 10.
12.
Here's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
First catch so far by Chase. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Irv Smith Jr.
from 13 yards out.
And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
Ooh, the juke. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
A 28-yard gain. And an Eagle first down.
63, 63, 63.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there.
That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm fine, ready?
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. This pass complete to Higgins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! Smith Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Again, it's Mixon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, Burrow.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you. And others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly get...
There he goes, left side.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Second down, here's Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as a tackle made up at the 48-yard line.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Go Silver, ready? Michael Horton. Hey, easy, 63, back.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
31. Bengals 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their head. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
178 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. But 1st down, Hurts.
Complete, this is Mitchell. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Penny up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Eagles 45. Bengals 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
1-1, ready?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Try the right side with Mitchell.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Hurts on the option right.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Mitchell.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock clock, continuing to run. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Penny. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On the counter, Mitchell. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense